Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 20 career mode. You know how we do it here on the channel. We've got another 3 games for you guys today. We're starting off at home against Everton, which should be a very tough game. Then we've got the Carabao Cup 5th round, I think it is, or no, 4th round, sorry, after we beat Luton. And then we're going to end up with a little trip across London to Craven Cottage for an away trip against Fulham. So hoping for some good points in this game. I'm going to say I'll take 4 points from the Premier League games, and hopefully we can make it through in the Cup. But Wolves will definitely be a tough team. But we're going to go with our usual team here. You know the deal by now, guys. Sarr, Valverde, Doucouré, Ikone, Deulofeu in the midfield for us, and Iñaki Williams up front. So no change up there. Going with our strongest team here. Everton's going to be a tough game. They played pretty well against us last season. Richarlison in particular did pretty well. So we'll have to make sure we watch out for him. But also, we've got some threats of ourselves there as Jonathan Ikone just throws himself over the ball there, trying to win an early free kick, but getting no luck or sympathy from the referee there. But it's been given away by Rob Holding in a very, very dangerous position, and Gylfi Sigurdsson, maybe just a bit too early in the game, snatches at his shot, and the ball goes, fortunately for us, just past the far post. But it looks like we've got a new right back, Ristovski, getting some joy down the right, but the ball was cleared again. Looks like that's another mistake there from Rob Holding. They had a nice bit of play there down the right hand side, but Rob Holding, not sure what he was trying to do there. Definitely shouldn't have been trying to pick out a pass there. But if you look at this here, Callum Wilson, who Everton have signed, Rob Holding did well initially to hold him off, but then just squared the ball basically to the edge of the box to Ben Chilwell, who's gone over from Leicester to Everton, and he rifled the ball in with his right foot, and that is definitely not the start we needed after 11 minutes to be 1-0 behind at home against this Everton team that have done pretty well against us. But Richarlison again here getting in on the right hand side. It looks like they're targeting that side with Reguilon and Rob Holding, so it looks like they're going to be in for a tough afternoon here. But Jonathan Ikone doing a nice little pirouette in the middle of the pitch, getting the ball through to Deulofeu, and Deulofeu with the dinky, getting it over Jordan Pickford there, getting it over small arms, and what a fantastic goal. Obviously the ex-Everton player as well, not holding back his celebration. It was a nice little pirouette from Jonathan Ikone, which set Deulofeu free, had tons of space, and what a beautiful little chip with his left foot. That was fantastic. Jordan Pickford went to ground, but look at this, just cut across it a bit as well to make sure it was going into the goal. Defenders had no chance, and that is Deulofeu's first Premier League goal of the season. Hopefully that's the first of many for him. Hoping he can get at least 10 this season, but that was an absolutely fantastic goal to open his account for this season. So definitely, hopefully, hoping for more from where that came from. But yeah, we jump into the second half because honestly, we didn't have too much action beyond that. But this time, I think it was Richarlison there, or was it Sigurdsson again trying a pop shot? Everton definitely looking a bit dangerous. They at the end of the first half and even at the beginning of the second half, they're the ones looking more likely to score than we are. But Rob Holding giving the ball away again to Callum Wilson. Rob Holding is having an absolute shocker. Looking back at hindsight when I recall this, I'm not sure why I didn't take him off. He was making so many mistakes, but he does go back to run onto the line, and he does save the ball off the line with a header. So it's probably the first good thing Rob Holding's done all day. And yeah, I don't think Ben Foster was getting anywhere near that. So Gylfi Sigurdsson was he placed that one nicely in the top left-hand corner of the goal. But Rob Holding this time sensing the danger, coming back onto the line, and fortunately for us, the score stays 1-1. But Iñaki Williams here playing the ball out to Deulofeu with a nice little ball. Deulofeu looks like he's got himself quite a lot of space in the game, gets the cross into the box, and a bit of a scuff finish, but there we go. A goal for Jonathan Ikone to make it 2-1. Just as we nearly went behind 2-1, Deulofeu and Ikone go up the other end and hit Everton on the break. That is exactly what we want to be doing, hitting them on the break. We've got pacey attacking players, Deulofeu, Iñaki Williams. This time, Ikone being in the box because Iñaki Williams set the ball out to Deulofeu. But that was a fantastic little finish. A little bit lucky, but as you can see, his first Premier League goal of the season as well. So that's fantastic to see him getting in the goals as well. He was probably, I think he was maybe our 3rd top scorer last season, I want to say. Deulofeu, I think, was 2nd, and obviously Iñaki Williams 1st. But yeah, definitely good to see some of these midfield players getting on the score sheet as well. But managed to pick the ball back there from Reguilon. Gets the ball to Valverde. Tries to bend it in the far corner past Jordan Pickford, but unlucky. Sinking to his knees, Valverde there. And that is actually going to be his last action of the game. Tom Cleverley coming on I think I made the substitution in the game. I think we were just losing the battle in midfield a bit, and I just wanted a bit of fresh legs and a bit of control for a player that maybe we nearly sold in the summer, but I think will actually probably pay an important part for us in this season. As you can see out there, Clement Lenglet going to Juventus, but we held out pretty well, and we're at the 89th minute now, so hopefully we can hold on for this last couple of minutes as Everton have a corner. It's a fantastic strike there. I'm not sure who that was, and in the midst of all of that, trying to just bash buttons to make sure I cleared the ball, I actually ended up pressing the slide button, and Reguilon took out a player who was kind of nowhere near the ball. It was a fantastic volley from, I have no idea who it was. It was on their left foot, and just tried to kind of clear the ball, but the player didn't lock on, unfortunately, and the ball, we fouled Richarlison, and Callum Wilson there in the 91st minute getting the equaliser. That is a sickening blow to us. In the second half, Everton, other than that free kick, didn't really create many chances as he goes over and celebrates with Marco Silva, who hasn't been sacked yet in this career mode save. But that is an absolutely heartbreaking goal at home as well. Definitely didn't deserve that, man. I think it was so unfortunate. It was a fantastic save from Ben Foster from the volley in the first place. But yeah, just unfortunate that it didn't lock onto to Reguilon. And there we go. There is a full-time whistle, and unfortunately that is 2 points dropped for us. It's just, yeah, it was a bit of a shame, really. We made chances. Obviously, we got our goals. 2-1 up at home. You think, with 15, 20 minutes to go. But, you take out Rob Holding's mistakes in the game, and we definitely would have won that game. There's Ben Chilwell's goal there. Fantastic finish from him. But we're not going to dwell on that one because we have the Carabao Cup next up, away at Wolves. Wolves with their pyrotechnic stadium with all of their fire and stuff. Obviously, we had a very close game against Luton in the third round, or the second round, I can't remember which one, in the Carabao Cup. So we're not going to make that mistake again this time. We've gone for a slightly stronger lineup than I have previously in the Carabao Cup. I think I'm slowly coming to the realisation that we're not that good of a team that we can make tons and tons of changes for the Carabao Cup. So you will see the likes of Doucouré, Deulofeu, Suso playing in this game. So hopefully that gives us a bit more strength and depth, and hopefully we can get a result against a very, very good Wolves team. But Navarro there, or I think it was actually Guendouzi given the foul away. But them Wolves getting the ball, a free kick straight into the heart of the box, but well got rid of there by Dolberg. But it's managed to set Deulofeu on the break. Can he get a shot away? He gets his shot away. He goes left foot. Obviously, last game we saw him hit a beautiful dink. This time he goes for the driven shot to the near post. But unfortunately, Rui Patricio did pretty well to cover off those angles there. And unfortunately for us, the ball went the wrong side of the post. But a promising start nevertheless. It looks like we look to be getting better and better on the counter-attack, as I think it was João Moutinho playing a beautiful ball out there to Doherty, who's outpacing Messina. Messina having no chance against him. Doherty's absolutely ruining Messina here. Gets past him. Will he get his cross in, or will he try and beat him again? He does get his cross in into Raul Jimenez. And, what? Oh my day, no. How did he give that? So the ball came off the post, I think. And obviously the keeper's back was to the play because he just dived. And the player just runs into him. I can't believe the ref's given a pen for that one. That is a shocking decision. And another penalty this time slotted away beautifully by Raul Jimenez, costing us. So that's almost 2 penalties given against us in 10 minutes over 2 games. And that one is fully undeserved. What does he want? What does he want Dolberg to do? The player just absolutely run into him. That is a joke, man. That is a joke. We did not deserve that, and now we've got a huge uphill battle against us to try and get back into this game. It was going to be tough anyway, but it's going to be even tougher now, having gone behind. But Deulofeu trying to get the ball into Valverde here, who's also starting, cutting back, getting past his man, but striking the ball over the crossbar. It was a nice little bit of play, taking his defender inside and then out. And then he works it onto his right foot, but just a bit too much power there from Gerard Deulofeu. And unfortunately for us, the ball sails a mile over the crossbar. So no goal for us there, but we're going to keep trying. Deulofeu has caused a few problems for this Wolves defence. I do think we probably do struggle against teams that play 3 at the back just because we have the 1 striker, and it's pretty easy for 3 defenders to mark 1 striker. As Wolves again get another ball in the box. The ball comes out to the edge of the box. Who was that? I think that was Dendoncker trying to absolutely smash one there from the edge of the box on the volley. But fortunately for us, that one, like Delifeu's, goes way over the bar. But Dawson there in centre-back now, giving the ball away. And luckily that attack didn't lead to anything. But jump into the second half here with Wolves with another corner. They have pretty much peppered us this entire game since the goal. That goal really gave them the confidence to go out and play as they get the corner here, and then it leads to an attacking throw-in for them. So we'll see what they do here. But they get the ball into Jimenez, into the box, tries to square it across the box. And I think it falls to Diego Jota, who takes a first-time strike. And a fantastic save from Dahlberg. So other than that kind of mistake, which I'm not really going to say is a mistake on Dahlberg, he's been absolutely fantastic this game with some great saves that have kept us in the game. And another one there, Raul Jimenez just heading over. But yeah, we are playing it very fine at the moment. We're not really creating too many chances, and Wolves seem to be creating chances at will, basically. So we're going to need to stop them creating chances first before we think about scoring ourselves really here. But Delifeu turning his defender really well. Can he get the ball past Patricio? No, he can't. That was our big chance. He did really well, Delifeu, to turn the defender that time and was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Thought about dinking it, but decided to go for a finessed finish around the goalkeeper. But Rui Patricio again getting his angles right. This time Cutrone, Dahlberg's come on a bit of a wander, not sure what he's doing, and Wolves on the break, and Raul Jimenez with a disgusting finish, just chipping the ball over my defender who was trying to slide and just get something in there. And just as we were so close to making it 1-1, Wolves break down the other end, and look at this really nice finish from Raul Jimenez, making sure that Dawson gets nowhere near it as he just dinks the ball over him. It wasn't Raul Jimenez, sorry, it was Dendoncker. Wow, so that's a pretty good finish for a central midfielder, I would say. I think he actually plays centre-back as well, so that was a very good finish from him. But no sooner could we have gone 1-1, we went 2-0 behind, and with only a couple of minutes left now, it looks like it's going to be a lost cause as the ball comes into Prato here. And I think by this point I was just cheesed off with the game, and they do make it 3-0. And yeah, I just don't really know what to say. I think that Delifeu chance was huge, and I think as soon as that Delifeu chance didn't go in, and then they went up and broke at the other end, that game was over, and Lucas Prato there just putting the icing on the cake for Wolves. And unfortunately for the second season in a row, we're going to be going out pretty early in the Carabao Cup, so all of our hopes are going to be on the FA Cup when we get into that in January. But obviously Wolves fans pretty ecstatic with their result, but yeah, unfortunate for us. But we're not, as we said with the first game, we're not going to dwell on the defeat. We're going to jump straight into the game. Probably our most likely victory, I would say. Fulham, obviously, I think are a newly promoted team, so we should fancy our chances against them. I don't see why we should be losing against Fulham here, even though we're away. So I'm hoping we can bounce back from I'd probably say a disappointing episode so far. We just haven't hit our stride. Obviously, we got the 2 goals against Everton, but that penalty was really heartbreaking for us here as Jonathan Ikone picking the ball up, getting it into Iñaki Williams. Iñaki Williams doing a bit of a turn. Doucouré stepping past his man, getting his ball onto the left foot. Instead of shooting, decides to dink it to the far post, but Iñaki Williams just couldn't jump higher than his defender there. And the ball was cleared by the defender over for a corner. But we're trying again there with the corner with a header won by Doucouré, I think it was. The ball comes through to Ikone, gets his strike away. There is a Fulham player down in the box, but blocked well there by the Fulham defence. And Yakan Batch, I think that's how you say his name, trying to break away there. But Reguilon doing really well stopping that run. But Valverde here this time breaking on the right-hand side, getting the speed machine Ismail Assar chugging down the right-hand side, squaring the ball into Iñaki Williams for a fantastic little finish just from a couple of yards out. Really composed finish, not panicking or anything like that. And that one was all due to Ismail Assar's pace, and then a bit of skill here just to jink past his defender. Ball coming into Iñaki Williams and just slots the ball there beautifully through the keeper's legs. Keep him closed, keeper. Keep him closed. Look at this, just beautiful. Just a little touch with his right foot, nothing too crazy, and gets him his 3rd goal in the Premier League. So he looks like he's carrying on from where he left off last season, which is exactly what we need, and showing why, I've said this many times, why he is by far the most important player in our team. But Jumping into the second half, it still remains 1-0. We maintained most of the control in the first half. Fulham didn't really create any chances. So I think the onus is really going to be on us in the second half to see if we can extend the lead and make sure Fulham don't get any chances, on a breakaway or a set piece or something like that. But Iñaki Williams here chasing the ball down here in the left-hand wing channel. Always willing to run, Iñaki Williams. That's what I love about him. The ball coming into Doucouré here, getting the ball into Valverde and then into Sarr, trying to get his cross in to, I think that was Jonathan Ikone, but it was fantastically defended there. And the ball comes to Valverde on his left foot, trying to strike the ball into that far post, but the ball's just gone a little bit wide. It was a nice bit of control, nice touch. And unfortunately, the ball, I think Valverde just sliced the ball a little bit. And the ball, unfortunately for us, went wide at that far post. But yeah, definitely looks like the second goal for us is more likely than an equaliser for Fulham. But they do have a corner here, which they get the ball out. And the ball comes to Ferreira, and he smashes the ball, and it hits the crossbar. Ben Foster then scurrying across his line and able to palm the ball away. But that was a big alarm bell for us. They haven't really created anything all game. It took them until the, 65th minute to get a strike away, and they nearly score hitting the crossbar. And the ball comes in there from a volley, but Ben Foster able to pick the ball up. So it looks like maybe our inability to get the second goal may cost us, but a fabulous distribution there from Ben Foster from picking the ball up. Deulofeu cutting inside his defender. Can he get his shot away? He can get his shot away, but it gets blocked. It comes back to Doucouré, but straight into the hands of Fabrizio. So we try and break on them again. Obviously, on the counter-attack has been one of the prominent parts of this game, as Valverde here just streaking away, trying to get the ball further up the pitch, and that was a cynical tackle there by the Fulham captain. And I think he looks like he's going to be in for a bit of punishment, possibly a yellow card from the referee. No, it's a red card. Wow, okay. It looks like Valverde kind of got a bit sandwiched from the guy that was tracking back, as well as McDonald, who came forward from him. I didn't necessarily think it was a red card straight away, but yeah, that pretty much puts the game to bed, I think. I don't think Fulham will be coming back into this game. And Deulofeu playing a nice little 1-2 from the free kick and unleashing a strike. I think that was definitely going top bins, so it definitely had to be saved from Fabrizio there, picking the ball up about 25 yards out, and he strikes the ball probably a little bit too close to the keeper maybe, but keeper did well. So we got the corner here. Hopefully we can just close the game out, not do anything too stupid, as Suso, who'd come on as a second half substitute, just plays the ball off the defender. I think it actually did come off Suso. It went for a goal kick, but there we go. There is the full-time whistle. We do get the win, so we definitely needed that win after kind of a poor set of results with the draw against Everton and then the loss against Wolves. So hopefully we can take this positive momentum into the next couple of games, and as I say every time, try and make sure we keep a little winning streak going. But hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you on the next one.